this is going to be worth the effort. I told you it'd be worth it. All that effort to put up that background, and I get to wear this hat, which I think is pretty cheesy, to be honest with you. Right, it's called Christmas in a couple of weeks, and for the first time since we've been together, my wife and I are not going to be together on Christmas Day. And that sense of loneliness that I get from thinking about Christmas Day on my own, it just fills me with pain and anguish within, and I'll do anything to avoid that, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to think about going to see other people, friends, but I won't make that commitment, and I'll wake up on Christmas Day feeling sorry for myself, and I'll just waste the day bumbling around here thinking, oh well, I should have done this. So instead of being alone and ending up being alone, I'm choosing to be alone. I'm going off to the Highlands to spend some time on my own doing a solo winter camp. I'm going to be on this other side of Glen Nevis, and hopefully, although it's very unlikely given the time of year that it is, I'm hoping that Ben Nevis is going to be clear of clouds. I'm going to get some good shots, but I think that's very unlikely.
I don't know if that river crossing was a good idea or not. At the time, I walked up and down the river trying to find somewhere to cross, and there was just nowhere. So it was a case of turn back, go home, just completely give up on this trip, or take my shoes off and brave the river. I took my shoes off, but the water is so cold, it's quite painful. And I kind of, as soon as I got in the water, was about halfway across, starts to get deep, starts to get fast, and you're thinking, am I doing the right thing here? This is a bit nuts. But then after that, it picked up. We're out of the boggy bit, we're on steep terrain, so we're getting a lot of height really quickly. So from here it's just up into the snow.
After crossing a few patches of snow, I came across a relatively flat piece of land, and looking at the terrain ahead, it was the best place to camp for a few hours. I had a choice to make. Do I press on into a whiteout, where the white sky meets the snow-covered ground and everything becomes white, making it a nightmare to navigate? Or do I give up on this crazy idea and camp? My plan had been to do a winter traverse of the Ring of Steall, a walk that takes in scrambling and 4 Munros, but daylight was quickly fading. The plan to do the Ring of Steall now sounded like a winter epic, with potential for disaster written all over it. I've had enough epics to not want another, not at Christmas anyway, and not on my own. Anyway, I had a Christmas dinner to cook, so I decided to camp and retreat back to the car in the morning.
This is Christmas dinner for me. Beef and potato hot pot from Expedition Foods. 1,000 calories of dry, freeze-dried goodness. Just gotta add some hot water, so let's get some hot water on the go. These are great on the go, they're light, and you just add hot water, leave them for 5 minutes to rehydrate, and then you got a meal.
Didn't look the best, but oh, that's good. That's better than sprouts. That's a glowing recommendation, isn't it? Better than sprouts. That's really good. It's a good little stove, this MSR. The only thing it hasn't got is a little like piezo ignition, so you got to carry a lighter, which I almost forgot. It's not product placement. I did actually pay for this. So that main meal was absolutely delicious. The sausage hot pot, beef and potato hot pot. It was lovely. And normally that'd do me. It's 1,000 kcal, which is enough. But it's Christmas, so I've gone for custard with apple. I've never had a dessert, one of these desserts. That is spot on. That is just what I needed. I'm damp, I'm cold. That hits the spot. Custard and apple dessert on Christmas Day.
So welcome to my tent. It's a little cosy in here. It's a one-man tent, and it is rustling a little bit, so I guess you can hear that. You know, I like a sense of adventure, so I thought I'd come up here and do this Ring of Steall, which is a tough day in summer, let alone winter. And I just haven't got it in with me, and I think that's quite a big step for me to admit, because I am kind of like, yeah, let's go on, let's do this. We can do it regardless. I can just. It's gonna be hard. If I get up tomorrow and carry on, it's gonna be a long day. So it either means finishing in the dark or camping another night, which I don't really want to do. So I think the sensible thing is to admit defeat and gracefully just retreat. And I did, when I was taking pictures, think about that. I did think it's getting twilight, so I can pack the tent down in about 10 minutes. I can hit the trail, and it's fairly straightforward. So I could pick it up with a head torch, get down to the wire bridge, but before then I've got that river crossing to do again. So I've got to take my boots off, find my way across the river in the dark, and that just kind of, if that river wasn't there, I probably would have packed up and gone. But doing all that in the dark just seemed a little bit much. So I don't know why I'm here. It's I thought it'd be fun, and it has been fun for a little bit, but then this is when it gets serious. This is when it's like, well, this is me for the night. This is me in my tent on a slopey hillside in the Western Highlands. So I don't think I'm going to carry on tomorrow. I think I'm just going to make a hasty retreat back to the car.
After a night of reflecting and very little sleep, I decided to pack up and return to the car. Was it a wasted trip? No, I don't think it was. I came to realise that being alone and loneliness are two different things. I chose to be alone at Christmas, but I was not lonely because it was a conscious and deliberate decision to be alone. Many people do not have that choice. They are isolated and lonely with no other option. But it is also possible to be in a city of millions or in a room full of people and be lonely. And it's not just the elderly who can feel isolated like this. Social media and modern life means we are more connected than ever, but somehow we feel more and more disconnected from the world around us. If that is you, then be kind to yourself. Reconnect with the people and things around you that you love, and do the things that make you smile. And you know what? That is exactly what I did after I got back to the car. I went to see some friends and spent time with them, laughing and joking and smiling, because that is what being human is all about.
There's something very special, isn't there, about sitting in front of an open fire, particularly when you've had an epic on the hills. It just makes it that much more special. You can just chill out and warm up at the same time. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, I'd love to know where your favourite place is to go camping, either somewhere you'd like to go or somewhere where you have been, and you never know, maybe our paths will cross there. And if you have liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it, and if you think I'm worthy and you'd like to see more stuff from me, then I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. So until next time, have fun out there, but also stay safe.